Coming to you straight from his parents' basement. That's right, folks. I'm not just saying that because of the name of the podcast. He really is coming straight to you from his parents' basement. It is the Fat Irish Nerd Podcast with your host, the Fat Irish Nerd himself, Keith Patrick. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fat Irish Nerd Podcast. It's our 50th episode. Yay! Holy crap. Took us 5 years to get here, but hey, we made it.
Yep.
We made it. Today we're just gonna, we've you turn the volume down?
Yours. Good.
Oh, it's mine? Oh, dang it. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad.
Wow.
So today, we've already kind of throughout the Gizmo, it's okay, calm down. We've just shown little glimmers into our nerddom by the topics we talk about, what we do like, what we don't like. But today I thought we would take a deep dive into the history of our nerddoms, what has brought us to be nerds, throughout what was started as our childhood. Oh, poor buddy.
Okay.
My dog's whining, sorry. What was started out from our childhood and what we progressed to and to what we're in currently, and also maybe some secret shames nerddoms that we may have.
Shames?
Mayhaps.
Yeah, right.
All right.
What were some of the hiccups that we may have fallen into as we grew up?
So
Okay.
Some things that may not be thought of.
And for those of you out there watching, if you want to share some of your childhood nerddoms and stuff, and maybe even a secret shame that you're ashamed of.
Secret shame. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
and-
I'm
and,
looking forward to this.
The San Diego Comic-Con is next week. Jesse commented. He said, it's Comic-Con next week, baby. And I do believe that is San Diego Con. So
How do you see the comments?
that was a comment in my
Gotcha.
watch party.
Gotcha.
So, but before we get into that, there's a couple of news. Well, not really news. There's been some deaths in the nerd world this past week. Pa Kent from Lois and Clark passed away this week. It sucks. You said earlier.
Who is a nerd today who has not watched every episode of that?
Right.
That show was supremely on top of it.
It was ahead of its time.
Yep.
Okay.
What, you didn't like it?
I don't know.
You don't know if you don't like it?
It was kind of like one of those things where I was watching it and I was like, yeah. And then I got out of it for a few episodes, and I got back into it, and then out of it. So
yeah.
They did the black suit.
Yeah.
On there.
That's the only one that did the black suit.
Well, they did it on the crossover recently, but not in the context.
They did it in Man of Steel. There was a black suit in Man of Steel in the dream sequence.
Oh, in the
okay.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
They were the first ones to do that.
Well, yes, they were the first live-action black suit Superman.
Because it came out
around that time.
Right after.
They were right on top of what was coming out in the comics.
Oh yeah.
Dean Cain was great. Terry Hatcher
was fine.
Yep.
And the Perry White.
Yeah, he was the best.
Was on top.
That was the best Perry White.
Yep.
No offense to Larry Fishburne.
No.
But
no.
He was the best.
But yeah, Pa Kent.
Yeah.
Rip. What? R.I.P.
No, you're
Rip.
right.
Another death this week. George has watched a little bit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've watched every episode. Have you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine at all? It's a great show. Andy Samberg's brilliant.
Okay.
And the guy, their lieutenant,
Andre Braugher.
Yeah, Andre Braugher.
Yeah.
Who was on Homicide originally.
Oh yeah.
And now he's he is funny on that show.
Okay.
He's dry sense of humor, just brilliant.
Cool.
But the dog that plays his dog Cheddar on that show passed away this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a bummer.
Well, that's my question. Do you think have they, or do you think they're gonna kill him off in the show, or just replace him?
I don't know. I think they might kill him off on the show.
Okay.
Just because I think that would be an interesting couple episodes.
How old was he?
Don't know. Don't remember. And also, Rip Torn passed away this week.
Yep.
Rip.
Rip.
Everybody knows him as Agent Zed.
As in Zed.
See, I know him from Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Okay.
Patches O'Hara.
O'Hallahan, yeah.
O'Hallahan.
You dodge
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball. You can dodge traffic. You can dodge a ball. Gosh, he's been in a lot over the years.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, he had a career that started back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Or the 50s even.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
But as soon as you hit Cantankerous, that's when everybody starts lining up at your door. I want you in my movie.
Yeah.
Right?
See, that's why I figure with mine, I'm just going to start now. I'm going to be as mean and curmudgeonly as I possibly can.
All right. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna tell people that aren't even in my neighborhood to get off my lawn.
Get off your lawn.
Yeah. See, when I was 12, I decided I was going to be that dirty old man. And that would be like a curmudgeon, but still be like, like the nurse comes up. I'm sorry. It's in my contract.
I have to.
You had the mirror on the front of your stroller.
Yeah. It's a male nurse, but.
Skirt's the same.
Yeah.
The skirt is the same.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So, that's a bummer.
Secrets are coming out.
They are.
Wow. We're just diving head first into secret.
I'm in love with Aunt May.
Yes, and we all have seen SpiderMan.
So we're not going to spoil anything.
Far From Home. We won't spoil anything, but it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I supremely enjoyed it.
I thought they did Mysterio very well.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they,
you really can't say.
The illusions in it was brilliant.
I think you may have said too much.
No.
The illusions.
The illusions.
Oh, yeah, maybe I did.
Maybe you did.
Some bitch.
Maybe we can edit that.
We can't. It's live.
Oh.
Hey, I'm hoping. Well, it's been a week. They should have all seen it by now.
Yeah. And when Iron Man died, oh god,
that was Endgame, George.
Oh right, yeah.
I
don't know. Actually, I think on the site I posted a video just before I went, and I made 3 predictions.
Yeah. What were your predictions?
Oh god, I can't remember now. One was that. Oh, actually, I don't remember any of them. It's short of the one that there's something up with Nick Fury, which there was.
Yeah,
which is fine. It was cool, but it wasn't what I thought it would be. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I think the first one was like actually revealed that. Well, that was to find out like how long Mary Jane actually knew that he was Spider-Man.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Because it was in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. If it's
right, yeah.
But yeah, so I made that, because like I thought I was predicting that she had figured out he was Spider-Man like a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And just kept the secret, but they really didn't explain it in the movie.
No.
Because she said she did, but then you know what I'm saying. I think she was just saying that because the guy in the chair was like,
right.
Yeah.
It's like, and I've known longer, but it's not
Ned.
a contest.
Yeah,
Ned, yeah.
And the thing is, going into the movie, I thought that Spider-Man and Night Monkey were the same person.
Is like. That's my. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing: is that a comic book reference?
I don't
at all?
know. I didn't read it. I read all the IMDb stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah. Well, the Peter Tingle.
That
was
great. Awesome.
That's hilarious.
I'm like wondering like how much of that stuff was actual.
Okay. The thing that is all the license plates. Whenever one of the elementals comes up. There's a license plate very, very near that is the issue number and date of that character's introduction into the comics.
Right.
Yep.
Every one. Yeah.
Did you notice there were? I don't know if it is or not, but I don't know if it was like really quick, but I caught it. It's like towards the end of the movie when Spider-Man gets MJ and they swing through the city. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if it was at the beginning or end, but there was a shot where they were at a corner of a street, and then behind them was a banner showing this where they were building a building. Mm-hmm. And I think it was I'm not sure, but it looked like it might have been a Fantastic Four thing. Because it went
Baxter Building.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
It was on the street that this Baxter Building's supposed to be on. And then the banner said, I can't remember exactly. It had like little. Basically the taglines on it were, "We can't wait for you to find out what's coming," and then it went to, in a circle, 3 in a yellow circle, 3 in a blue circle, and then in a something circle, and then 4 was a question mark where 4 would have been.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, was that? You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's
I caught it, and I'm like, oh, did I catch that? Did it was something I saw? It was so quick.
Nice.
But it was like I was so hardcore trying to watch for clues and stuff like that, and I missed the license plates.
Yeah. Did you catch the Osborn pad from the first 3 Spider-Man movies?
No, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh crap! No,
Yeah,
I didn't. I
that
didn't
was
see
cool.
that one.
Yep. That the fame. It's. I mean, if you've seen the movies, you know what the Osborn pad looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
It was cool.
Right on.
Nice little.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, it's like I was looking for like when they were saying it's like the what do they call it? Black monkey.
Night Monkey.
Night Monkey.
Yeah.
I was like that stuff. I'm like, I went back home and I was like, I was googling. I said, was that an actual thing? And I was like,
Knocked Monkey.
yeah, no. Night Monkey. 9.
Monkey of Night.
The monkeys of night.
Yes.
Singular. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry.
What? The singularity?
I
What?
don't know. I'm just talking now. It's like, you know what? I'm going to edit that out. Hang on.
We're live.
Oh.
We're live.
Let's see if we got any comments. And
Nope.
Nope. Not yet.
That's all right. So we're gonna.
And let's go to questions. And there's none.
There's none. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start off with We're gonna talk about some of our childhood nerddoms. George, I know you were born in 1847. So kidding. Totally kidding.
That's 48.
1848. Oh, okay. So you grew up on some different stuff than we did. So it'd be interesting to see
black and white television.
Yeah.
Suck, man. Okay, here's the thing. We had color television. We only had 3 channels.
Right. Yeah.
Hey,
Whatever we
And
can
if
get
the
in with the
president
rabbit
was on.
I grew up
you're
in the
screwed.
country. I only had 3 channels.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we never had. I didn't have satellite until I was a senior or junior.
I actually kid you not. We owned a TV that was in a console, like the speakers.
Oh,
you know what I'm
hell
saying? It was a box.
Did it have the
we
turntable?
had that
Yeah.
too.
Nice.
Yes.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was awesome. I watched television on something like that.
Hey,
Right.
that's cool. I want one of those.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you want them now, but back then it was like, you suck.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the TV probably won't work, but the record table might.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
like,
Nice.
hey, can you turn the TV so I can see it better? Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah. You need movers.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, so
So I'll start off with the childhood nerddom. Let's see here. When I was younger, I was really into Fraggle Rock.
Who wasn't?
All right.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock was awesome. So much so that nowadays, my sister has the theme as a ringtone for me on her phone. So when
Wow.
I call her, it plays the Fraggle Rock theme.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have the McDonald's toys.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Hell
Me too.
yeah.
I even they came out with a line of Funko Pops recently for Fraggle Rock. I have a couple of them. I need to get more. I need to get Gobo and Red. A couple of them come with doozers.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It
I
was a
like
great
it.
show.
Occasionally, my wife will like sing songs that just come from her childhood or whatever, and like occasionally, and she doesn't know the words to stuff. So like from now and then, it's like I'll hear her doing dishes and
Cash fears away, worries for another
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
and then like
Down Fraggle Rock.
Well, that's what I would sing at the very end. Like when she get to that part, I would just yell it from the living room, "Down in Fraggle Rock!"
And it's great because when my dog's hair's grown out, he kind of looks like Sprocket a little bit.
Okay.
I love it.
Yep.
I've come full circle.
That's good. You have your own Fraggle.
And the best part is to find out later in life that the old dude from Fraggle Rock is the bartender in Boondock Saints.
oh wow.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, Gizmo. I didn't mean to do that, buddy. I'm sorry.
He meant to do that.
Huh.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
so
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he's
awesome.
He's the old dude from.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty sweet. George, give us one of your childhood nerddoms.
Well, you got to understand, like when I was a kid, my biggest one was Doctor Who.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, it's like Tom Baker, Doctor Who, Fourth Doctor, whatever. But I watched shows. I remember watching shows like Oh gosh, I don't even know if you know these ones. The Man from Atlantis,
Nope.
the original Shazam series.
Okay. Yeah, I heard.
Was that Patrick Duffy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a very young, buff Patrick Duffy. I watched that, and they had like Wilt Chamberlain played in an episode.
Oh my God. Of
Wow.
Shazam or
No, in
the
Man from Atlantis. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
I used to watch that, and there was a word I'm afraid to say.
Don't be afraid. Come on.
Well, I am because we'll get flagged.
No, that's fine.
It was a show called ISIS.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't she like
She
a
was in
spin-off
Shazam.
of Shazam?
Yeah, she was a spin-off from Shazam, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was like that. And Manimal?
Manimal.
Yeah.
Wasn't there
Okay.
only like 6 episodes of that show?
Yeah.
Wasn't,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that. And, do you remember a show called Automan? Okay. Do you?
Yeah, I watched a video of all these like terrible,
Yeah.
like, 80s. Like
Oh, yeah.
they had like 5 episodes and they were canceled.
Yeah.
those two were on there.
Yeah. But the top ones I used to watch when I was a kid were the Incredible Hulk series with
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Bixby,
Bill
and Lou
Bixby.
Ferrigno. Hell yeah.
and what was the other one? I used to watch it all the time, and I can't remember it.
Star Trek.
Well, of course, Star Trek, but
Yeah.
that's I
Everybody knows.
don't consider that like a. Well, I guess it would be a geeky thing, but
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Everybody knows you watch Star Trek.
Yes.
Well, back when I was watching Star Trek, I thought that was as close to. I thought that was as real as you could get.
Right.
I obviously we weren't in space, but
Well,
I was
a lot of
thinking-
their technology has
Yeah,
come to pass.
yeah,
So
all the push buttons and
yeah, and that raises a question:
toggles.
Is technology mimicking science fiction, or is science fiction way ahead of where technology will be?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a good question. Yeah.
That's why I asked it.
But yeah, the Hulk. It was I'm sorry. The two shows I used to watch. I watched the whole series of were Wonder Woman
okay, yeah.
with Linda Carter, and then The Greatest American Hero.
Oh yeah.
Believe it
So-
or not,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm walking on air.
William Catt, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
my brother was into that show big time too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jesse commented here. I guess he said as a kid we're on 2 separate things.
Oh,
I guess he said as a kid he would read comic books in Walgreens.
nice.
This is childhood.
This is not a library. Get out.
You gonna buy that?
Yep.
Back in my day, we didn't have a Walgreens.
7-Eleven used to have comic books.
Oh yeah.
Here in
No,
town.
yeah, buddy. And Don's.
Don's did. Oh yeah, I didn't. I don't remember Don's having
That's
them.
where I bought my first comic ever. That's what started me off on this crazy journey.
Yeah.
Was SpiderMan versus Tombstone.
Okay.
Yep. I picked up it was like a 3-issue story arc,
Uh-huh.
and I picked up issue 2, and I went back and I found the first issue, and then I got the third one.
Nice.
I
Right
still
on.
got them.
Yeah, I didn't collect comics necessarily at 7-Eleven. I would go there because a kid in the school, he got into collecting the Spider-Man cards
Okay.
and the Marvel cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got those, but never really collected comics, which is kind of weird.
It's kind of bad.
Well, 7-Eleven was where I used to get all my comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get out much, so I was like,
Right.
if wherever I could ride to my bike
Well,
to was pretty much
Yeah.
it.
You go get a Slurpee and a comic book, and your afternoon is set.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you
Well,
get,
they used to sell them at Ben Franklin, but I don't know if you guys remember when Ben Franklin
I
was
remember
there.
Ben Franklin.
I used to buy Adam's Family trading cards
Really?
from Ben Franklin.
Nice.
I tried to get the whole damn set.
Well,
Yeah.
I bought the original D&D box set
Oh.
from Ben Franklin.
Wow.
All my D&D stuff, all my old dice and stuff like
Yep.
that were all from that store.
Wow.
I miss that store.
Yeah, Ben Franklin was awesome.
Yeah.
We should start a Kickstarter to get
Get Ben Franklin's back.
Yeah,
back.
bring
Sounds
back
good.
Ben.
Yep.
Bring back Ben Franklin.
Sorry.
Let's see here. What
So
else?
what about Boots? What's his?
Oh yeah.
What's
well,
that?
Well, yeah.
I'm a many varied
yeah.
categories of items.
Choose your favorite child.
That's a toughie. Can I phone a friend? Honey? Which one's my favorite? Again?
Jesse says, "Do you remember the Teenage Mutant Turtle pies?"
Pies?
No, I didn't know that they had pies.
Oh,
Pizza pies?
No, I don't know.
oh my God!
I have no idea.
I almost want to say I do.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember that Little Caesars or Domino's or one of them years and years ago when the movie came out made a pizza that had everything on it, and they called it the TM, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut worked with Turtles.
Yeah, and they also had some Marvel comics.
I still have those.
I have a couple of them too still.
Yeah, the Turtles, would have been 89. Turtles actually had concerts.
Yep.
And
really?
they toured, and I went to, it was Pine Knob.
Yep.
Really?
I went to Pine Knob and saw the Turtles.
No kidding.
And yeah,
I remember those concerts. I
Now,
never,
were they
I never got to
convincing?
any.
Were they convincing, or were they
I
really
don't
bad
remember.
costumes? Okay.
I was 6. Everything is convincing.
Everything's convincing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the turtles are dancing and singing.
Yeah,
All I can remember is back then the turtles were 9 feet tall, and yeah.
I mean that was it, man. You got the Turtles.
Jesse said the turtle pies had custard pudding inside them. I'm really mad
they're
that I
actual pies.
don't. Yeah, I'm really mad that I don't remember these because I love custard.
Now, was the custard the color of the green slime that made them the mutants?
I don't think so.
Oh, the color of the ooze.
Yeah.
Which
I'm gonna have to look.
side
that
note,
up,
we probably
so.
talked about this before on the podcast,
Thanks.
but the turtles' origin is directly linked to Daredevil's.
Now is that
We
is
did
that
talk about that,
canon?
but I'm still.
That's
Is that canon? Though?
it's not like they didn't come directly out and say it, but they hinted. I think I don't know. I've never read the very first issue of Turtles, but the ooze, or whatever, the radioactive material that blinded him, dripped down into the sewers and got the rat and the 4 turtles.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
If you've got $4,000, you can read the first issue of
Well, if they're all.
Turtle.
Yeah,
exactly.
so we
Yeah.
need to do.
Turtle.
Oh,
Pie.
he
Yeah, and here's the
yes.
thing: they really haven't changed. I mean, in the movies they have, but the comics for the turtles never really changed origin-wise.
No.
Not really.
I mean, it's so classic. Oh my God.
Are you looking up the turtles'
Yes,
pies?
I am, and oh my God, yes, I did. Oh yes, I
Oh, they're
remember
green
those.
and oh my
What?
gosh! I do. Yeah, I do not remember
That's the
those at all.
rapper.
Yeah.
I do not remember
Oh.
I
those.
do
at all.
remember that. I remember those.
The wrapping looks familiar, but I don't think I've ever had one.
Yeah, me neither. Because did you see that thing? It looked like they cut a turtle in half. And
yeah.
the shell
It
was
looks.
Yeah, that's
It looks
really bad
disgusting.
marketing.
yeah, I know. It's like, hey, this looks bad. How do you know when it goes bad?
Yeah,
right? Because
if
it's already
anything,
green.
It should be red custard.
Yeah.
Like one red, one orange, one yellow.
Oh my gosh!
No. Yeah.
No.
Those are nasty.
Yeah,
Wow.
each one should have had like a ribbon of frosting, red, yellow.
Yeah,
So please, hostess,
and then-
please take my suggestion.
and then
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
nice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
this is the ice cream
Turtles ice cream.
bar.
Yeah, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, always wanted to eat their heads.
Yep, there you go.
Well, the WWF used to have the old school ice cream bars like that of wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
You can buy them.
Yep.
So you were before we got into that, you were gonna throw out a childhood
well, a child-
nerddom.
Throw up your childhood.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's a many varied,
Yeah.
growing up watching A-Team,
Uh-huh.
Knight
Yeah,
Rider,
yeah, yeah,
Airwolf.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all, but it was all about A-Team.
A-Team,
Yeah.
It
really?
was all about A-Team.
B.A.
call.
Baracus.
Yeah, it was mostly Murdoch.
Murdoch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, him
Yeah.
walking around in the like garbage bag.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, George Papard's only contribution was I love it when a plan comes together. That was
Yeah,
very much.
Right.
but I mean, that guy is cool.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
Look cool and shoot a gun and chew on a cigar.
Yeah.
Right.
Chew it.
Yep.
Did he ever light that thing? I don't
I
remember
think
it
so.
ever being lit.
I think so. He
Okay.
light it off with like a grenade or something. You know?
You got a blowtorch.
Yep. Yeah, Mr. T. Always a big fan of Mr. T.
Yeah, the fact that they had to roofie him in order to get him on a plane.
that's great writing.
That's-
that's so wrong nowadays.
yeah.
Why? That's my life.
Yeah.
If I ever get on a plane, they're gonna have to roofie me. You're gonna have to give me some milk, cookies, or whatever
Well,
they gave him. They
If
put it in
you're
his
riding
milk.
with me, you don't have to ask.
you don't. As a matter of fact,
Just assume that he
let's just-
roofies you already.
I mean, just all you got to do
Hey,
is.
George, let's go for a ride. You want a beverage?
Yeah. You want a juice box?
Yeah.
You want a
Hey.
Boku?
This juice box tastes.
yeah. Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Let's see here. So A-Team, huh?
A-Team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have an A-Team band.
Knight Rider was good. I loved Knight Rider.
Knight Rider was great.
You know, 'cause
Yeah.
Higgins is the
Yeah.
And
then-
no, it was Higgins.
It was Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, sorry, it was
and
Mr.
then
Feeney.
and then the bad guy was David Hasselhoff with a mustache.
Rip off Star Trek. Evil.
Yep.
Well, I mean, technically, even David Hasselhoff wasn't supposed to look like David Hasselhoff in that movie because he was. Remember, he was like they got him and they gave him a face. They changed his face.
What movie?
Do you remember?
What
Or
movie?
not the movie, but the series. Isn't that how it went in the series? The first episode was where they like
remember that.
basically when they got him, he was like doing something and he was. They thought he died, but they brought him back to health. But they gave him a face change or what? They changed his face to look like David Hasselhoff, so he could continue doing what he was going. I don't know. You have to look it up, but I'm sure that was the
no,
original.
I don't
thing.
remember that.
Okay,
I don't remember that
Huh.
either. Interesting.
sorry.
No, that's cool.
The more you know.
I was
Yeah.
huge into He-Man and Thundercats
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. More so.
Oh,
I had all the
Voltron.
Voltron. I had all the Voltron cats that went together.
Mhm.
I traded them away for comic book cards. I'm mad at myself still
Yeah.
to this day for that. Yeah, I had I think we had the Castle Grayskull. I also had the Thundercats lair. I had like all the toys. Like we had like me and my brother. We both had like doubles of stuff. So my mom wrote on the bottom like a K and an M, so we knew which ones
There
was
you go,
different.
yeah.
Like the Lionel was the best because you could take you had the little thing that you put on your finger with the battery in it, and you put it to his back with the little circle, and his eyes lit up.
Oh yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
Thundercats was awesome.
Now was the Thundercat like post, was it carpeted for them? You know, was it like no, was it?
For say scratching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, you know, you got to keep them sharp, right?
no,
No?
no,
Damn.
no.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't I've been like reading up on like the history, like the lore of Thundercats because
Yeah.
I barely remember it, and I want to try and watch some episodes, but it's not on anything. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Hulu. It's on Amazon Video, but you got to pay for it. It's not a part
Thundercats?
of Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was mad. So I went up and reading on some of the back. I completely forgot that Kit and Kat were his older brother and sister. But like when they went from one planet to from their old planet to the new Thundera, the Lionel's cryogenic whatever chamber wasn't sealed, and he ended up aging in that time. So when they got there, he was physically older,
Wow.
but he was still younger than them. Yeah, or something. I can't remember. Somehow
Weird.
his body changed, but he was still had the mentality of the whatever age he was. But Kit
Wow.
and Kat were actually his older siblings, and yeah. So
And
that
he
was-
become the leader.
yeah.
like
Well, he
we're
was
gonna-
he was meant to be it anyway. He was like
You're like, oh,
next
well,
to he was next
You're
to
tall
mine
enough.
anyway.
I mean, here you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is he picking his nose with it?
Jesse mentioned Silverhawks.
Oh,
yeah.
another
yeah.
show I watched.
Yep.
I had a
That's-
couple of those toys too.
And see, yeah, it was all about the toys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah. That, to
They
me,
had
it
the
seemed like they
coolest.
got an idea for a toy first,
Yep.
and then they made a cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about Rock Lords?
I don't remember that one.
Rock Lords were rocks that would like transform into like
Lords?
figures.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds vaguely familiar.
And then with He-Man, they had something like that, but they were eggs that would transform into dinosaurs.
Huh?
I do remember something like that too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to have like I don't know if you remember Micronauts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
have Micronauts, and that was that Marvel? No, it was a comic book.
I don't know.
But
I
don't-
just remember the toys.
I think the comic book came out just after they made the toys, or I can't remember how that worked. But I remember that there was a story. They had this a whole backstory. So the comics might have come out first, but yeah, I used to have Micronauts. I used to have I did have I had like the one you can take apart, the Voltron that you can take apart. It was all like die cast or whatever. It was awesome. You could shoot the hands out, and everything worked, and you can whatever transform them.
Yep.
And I had it up until about 7 years ago when my wife put together a box with the kids' toys to donate or whatever, and it ended up in the box.
Right.
And so it's like
sadness.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Jesse says the cartoons were commercials for the toy companies.
Yep.
It's so true. Very true.
Yeah.
And also, I was huge into G.I. Joe. I had all of the G.I. Joes. Like we had an original Snake Eyes,
Nice.
which was hard to find.
I have that still.
And I think I broke it.
Now, see,
accident.
You want mine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I appreciated the 4-inch GI Joes.
Yeah, I love those.
Those were awesome.
Yeah, you could like take the screw apart and put the different like mix and match
Oh, yeah.
G.I. Joes together.
Now, did you ever have Sergeant Slaughter, who was the only wrestler to merge into?
Well, yeah, because like he was such a big character in wrestling that they took him and put like, and he would always do the promos before the show.
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter, and he would lift. Go Joe. Yeah.
Yep.
Massage.
I get this reference, Jesse. I'm gonna say it and see if they get it. You got the glow.
You got the glow. Glowworm?
No.
No. I'm hoping. I'm thinking this is what you're referencing because I grew up watching this movie too, and I love it.
Isn't that like? Wasn't that movie entered? It was like the one.
You're getting there.
It was the guy that watched Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon all the time. He was a black dude.
Yeah, Bruce.
All
Lee
I remember
Roy.
is I had what's his name? It's called
The Shogun of
yeah.
Harlem.
I can't remember what the name of the movie was. It was like Enter.
Close.
Yeah, you got the glow.
You
where you
are
did that
the
thing.
last dragon.
The Last Dragon. Yeah.
It was a Barry Gordy movie. It was like a vehicle pretty much for Ty Mock was the guy who played Bruce Leroy, and Vanity was in it too.
Wow. Yeah, Vanity. Yeah.
It was awesome.
I can't say that I've ever seen
I can't remember the actor who played
I've seen it in
who played
theaters.
who played Shonuff,
Yeah,
the Shogun of Harlem.
Yeah, it was
I can't remember his name.
Oh gosh.
But the guy from Dumb and Dumber,
He played.
who was in the car with them, like guys, shut up.
Yeah.
He was in it. He played a goon.
Now wasn't showing off the guy that? Gosh, I can't remember. I want to say he was as older. He played like a Klingon in like Deep Space Nine or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Because I know what's his name from like Candyman did.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Julius Carey.
Oh, that's not
Candyman. You talking about?
I can't remember his name.
You're thinking of Tony Todd?
Tony Todd.
Yeah, Tony Todd.
Yeah, no, it's not Tony Todd.
I know it's not Tony Todd, but I was like, I always kind of. Tony Todd has been in a few Star Trek stuff, but I thought that the guy played.
What about
He might have.
the wrestler?
What wrestler?
The wrestler that was also the actor.
What?
Huh? There's a few of them.
Yeah.
You need to.
Roddy
narrow it
Piper?
down. Piper, yeah.
Oh, they.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Zeus.
Yeah,
Tiny. I can't remember his last
Lister.
name. Lister.
Lister.
Yeah, Tiny
Yep.
Lister.
Tiny
yeah,
Lister.
Yeah.
Tiny
Last name
Lister?
Marine?
No, Tiny Lister.
I don't know.
Maybe Liston. Tiny.
I guess I'll look it up.
Snake
Just
Plissken?
look up.
I'm already looking up.
No Holds Barred.
Look up Snake
Lister.
Plissken.
Lister. It is Lister.
Lister.
Tommy Tiny Lister. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who that is. Then
Yeah,
maybe.
but Last Dragon was a great movie. If you guys out there haven't seen it, watch it.
Yeah.
Amazing movie. Yeah.
Tiny Lister.
Yeah.
Zeus.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's.
But
I don't know,
actually,
he's a lot older, but yeah.
Actually,
Huh.
he was in No Holds Barred first, and then he went into wrestling. He wasn't in wrestling before.
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
From what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Was he in Taxi with Mr. T? Or wasn't it Taxi?
No,
Or
I'm
DC Cab.
DC Cab.
Yes.
What?
I remember
the
DC
twins, and they had.
Cab. Vaguely.
Oh gosh, what was his name? Man, I'm sorry. I didn't study for this test.
I threw out DC Cab. I mean,
Yeah, I
come
know
on
DC
now.
Cab. Well, when you said cab or whatever, and I was like, ooh, yeah. And
Yeah.
Well, no, you said taxi, and I was like,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Taxi and DC Cab are two. Yeah.
yeah, DC Cab wasn't that what's his name that played Jane?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never-
DC Cab.
DC. Yeah. DC
Yeah,
Cab
it had
was
the guy
cool.
who was really young who played Jane in like Firefly.
Adam Baldwin?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Adam Baldwin.
Yes, it was.
Is it?
Yep.
Ah,
Yep. Mr. T
yeah, Mr. T.
and Gary Busey. Oh yeah.
Of course, Gary
Bill
Busey.
Maher was in it.
Bill Maher?
That's right.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Sorry.
Otis Day was in it.
Wow.
Otis Day. Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, I remember.
So Jesse asked, how did you feel when they killed Optimus Prime in the movie?
I
haven't
finish
seen it.
The movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
So I guess I will feel sad.
Yeah. I guess them's gonna be a bummer. You know.
Yeah.
When I get to that point, I'll probably shed a tear.
Thanks, Jesse.
This goes back to your 7 months argument with The Walking Dead.
I know it's been like 10 years.
So
It was after Transformers 2. Transformers 2 kind of ruined.
Yeah.
Like I was all pumped for Transformers. Okay, it's got Shia LaBeouf and the kid from Holes. I don't care. Like, let's get it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Second one comes out. Man, we're gonna go see it in the theater.
Yeah,
I fell
really.
asleep during 3, and then I gave up. But I guess Bumblebee was pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
he's talking the animated movie.
The animated movie?
Yeah.
I did watch that.
I never watched the animated Transformers
criminy.
movie.
I didn't know they still make animated ones.
No, this is probably back in the 80s.
Oh.
Crap. It's been a while. When I first got Netflix on DVD,
Uh-huh.
that was like one of the first things I rented.
What was the animated Transformers
Yeah,
movie?
yeah.
Right on. I
It's
don't
been
think
a while.
I was never
It's been a while.
like I had the toys and stuff, but I don't really remember ever watching Transformers when the cartoon when it was on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that for me,
Well, the cartoon back in the day was the only thing to watch. Was the old Transformers stuff,
Right.
robots in disguise. Yeah.
Okay, that was terrible.
No,
Mine too.
When I had the toys, I used to make that sound
Right.
when I was doing it. So it was like because it was slow. It was like,
I am Optimus Prime.
well, I had the Jeep guy. My brother had Optimus Prime because I sucked.
I had the jet plane.
Starscream? I think Starscream.
I think so.
When the movie came out, the first movie, I bought like 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, I bought Bumblebee, the old Camaro, the 70s Camaro. I bought the cop car. I don't remember. Roadblock. I think.
Yeah.
No.
Roadblock was G.I. Joe.
No,
There was a. I'm pretty sure it was a.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there was. I don't know.
And then
he
I bought.
he always spoke in rhyme on G.I. Joe.
All right.
Who
and
spoke
then
in rhyme?
And then I bought
Roadblock.
the Hummer ambulance.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Those. I mean, those toys are awesome.
Well, my
Yeah.
kids growing up, that was that was all that was. Is like my son had he had almost every iteration. Chris had almost every iteration of Optimus Prime.
Oh, wow.
When he had a nose, when he was flat nose, and all that stuff. He had the one where it was like the car carrier, and like he had all that stuff because he was all Optimus Prime all the time. And then
All
and then,
Optimus Prime.
all
All the time.
But hey, I just rhymed. But basically, it's and then Bionicles and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
Bionicles.
they were like, it was all Optimus Prime, and then Unicron.
Unicron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My oldest son had, and now Chris has, like, he bought that big. We told him no. It's like we can't afford to buy that, so he went out and got a job delivering papers and bought it and says, "Look what I have, Dad, and you can never touch it." And I'm like,
Right.
fine, whatever, kid.
Fine. Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so
And then growing up, like I'm trying to think, like my teenage years. Really, I think I was mostly just obsessed with wrestling because I was like
you
that.
think you were
Okay,
obsessed with?
you know
yeah,
what? Shut up. All right,
Absolutely.
back off. Like that was the Attitude Era, and they were doing new things. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and all that stuff. So like, I mean, I watched it growing up too. Like WCW. I mean, I watched WCW in high school too. But like early '90s and stuff, I watched it all. And then, but like when they hit the Attitude Era and everything started becoming less PG and stuff, it was awesome. Like it was great to be a part of that. I really don't remember watching much nerdy stuff in high school. That wouldn't have been in high school. That would have been like middle school when Power Rangers came out. But I do remember where I was when the first episode of Power Rangers came out. I was sitting right over there.
Right on.
TV was against the wall there. The couch was there. I think we had we had a hide-a-bed in the couch at the time, and I was sitting right on the end of it.
On the bed.
Nice.
Yeah, and watched it, or on the corner of the couch, whatever. But I remember watching the first episode of Power Rangers there. Yep. Any
Hey,
teenage-
I used to watch some of that.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. You know, like Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger was badass.
Yeah.
You know, and then I went and saw the first movie when it came out.
Yeah.
So-
So did I.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember, like, I have flashbacks of when I used to watch Godzilla on Saturday mornings,
Right.
sitting in the living room floor, just with my, on my belly with my feet kicking.
Right.
I remember that stuff like that, but I don't remember what the Power Rangers. The kids are all about the Power Rangers.
Right.
So.
gosh, I'm like high school age. I really don't remember.
High
much
school.
of-
High school is
I don't
where I did nerd.
Yeah,
Like the
Nerd hard?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I was.
I did.
It
the
was
nerd.
all about comics.
Yeah.
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 See, I didn't collect comics really. And
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, you
Mike
see-
Budnick. Yeah, Mike says Power Rangers was tight.
When I was at the end of middle school and going into high school, I was officially a member of the official British-based Doctor Who fan club.
Nice.
Nice.
When
Nerd.
Tom Baker was
sorry,
like, yeah,
what?
they basically
I mean it with love.
agreed. I still have the pin they gave me.
Hey,
and all
dude,
that
no,
stuff.
that's badass. That
Yeah.
you still have that.
Well, yeah. Well, now it's like everything's kind of like segmented all over the place. You have the Northern Michigan chapter of so and so, but back then it wasn't like a thing.
Yeah.
It was like through the what's the PBS or whatever.
Mhm.
They would show them.
Yep.
And then they had like an address you could like send to. So I did in London. I think it was London. Wherever
Yeah, I
the
would
studio
imagine.
is.
Yeah, BBC would be.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was near
England.
Thames or Thames or whatever it is. or whatever.
Thames.
Thames. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it was cool.
Jesse says blew his mind when the evil Green Ranger came out the back door of the Megazord. Yeah, I agree. That was
When the Megazord pooped out the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's when you knew the Megazord ate
Yeah.
nothing but broccoli.
and Jesse also said so. Buffy the Vampire Slayer would have been around high school when that came out, but I did not watch it in high school. I didn't watch it until after I moved in with my buddy Dan. So that was like early 20s when I finally caught on to Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Yep.
and then just went nuts.
Yep.
So yeah, it was already, I think, pretty much done when I got around to it. That and Angel, but yeah, I would say that would be my. I started nerding back out once I hit my early 20s.
Once you realize this is boring. I gotta go. I gotta go back.
I did. Like
Yeah.
through high school and stuff, I was like wrestling and everything like that, but
Yeah.
nothing really nerdy. Nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
I was aware of comic stuff, but not into it like you were.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. In high school, I was in Key Club.
yeah.
Key Club.
Yeah, I was in Key Club for a little bit.
Yeah, I was in Key Club. I was a Kiwanis based.
Right.
You go during lunch, you meet, you talk about stuff that you're gonna like do things for the community. And I did that, and then I'd go home and I'd read a bunch of comics.
Yeah.
Like that was high school.
Yeah. Plus, like,
Not so much schoolwork or whatever.
yeah, who cares about
know.
schoolwork? I mean, yeah, and that's another thing too. I played like a sport every season. I was in performing arts and stuff. So yeah, I was doing a bunch of other stuff.
I got into bands.
Bands. You
That's
were in,
cool.
Yeah.
You were in a band.
I was in 3 bands in high school.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
What were the names?
Yes, we
Come
need to
on.
know- we need to know
I
band
played
names.
once or twice with the band Peril. Have you heard of
Peril?
them?
No, Peril.
Yeah, well, they still play.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah, they still play around and stuff like that.
Okay.
Jeff Hudson.
Okay.
I played like once or twice with them. And then I was in a band. Gosh. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know any of these. We call ourselves The Void.
The Void. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, band names are cool, man.
Yeah. And then Tickle My Butt with a Brick.
Tickle My Butt
Yeah.
with a Brick was a band name that you were in.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I like
so
it.
Tickle My Butt with a Brick. I can name names, but nobody would know what I'm talking about.
That's
like
okay. It's
Steve the Goat and Jamesy and yeah.
Are these still band names?
No, these are the people I played
those
with.
are the people.
Those are the people.
Steve the Goat.
Yeah. No, I played in quite, but that's when I was like I got out of the Doctor Who, and then suddenly I discovered that I wanted to learn an instrument so I might get find girls.
Right.
So I might want to actually date at some point. So I got into bands, and that's kind of when I stopped nerding as hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still D&Ding at the time.
Well, that's still. I mean, you're keeping.
Yeah.
It's like I don't read much, but I still go through the dictionary nightly. I'm not as nerdy as what I used to be, but I still maintain D&D.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
No, you're still there.
Yeah. Well, that was the time. It's like funny. It was like right out of the watching Doctor Who is when I started playing rock and metal music and watching all the horror films, like all the Friday the 13th and all that stuff. That's when I got into that stuff. So because I had issues.
Jesse says he remembers the live action Justice Society /League on TV.
Yep. Like, is he talking like back in the early 90s?
I think that's what he said.
Yeah,
live action Justice Society /League on TV. I don't remember that at all.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
it was for the time
awful.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was like, seriously, it was like, you can still go to YouTube and see clips of it. It's just they had the Flash.
Oh, that was another one. John Wesley Ships, The Flash.
Oh, yeah, that was
I watched the crap out of that.
Yeah, I watched that too, with his running effect. When
Mark Hamill is the trickster.
SpiderMan.
Which I love how they did that in the crossover. Like, they made the running look like the old school.
Yeah.
He says yes. That's what he meant.
I'm sorry. If you liked it, I'm really sorry, but I thought it was terrible.
Well, he didn't necessarily say if he liked it or not.
Oh,
he just says he
right.
remembers it.
I did no, and at the time it was interesting to look at because you didn't see live action,
right? Yeah,
and it goes back to the first Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I remember seeing
that movie was horrible. But at the time, that's all you know what I'm saying?
The only thing better than that was Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
I enjoyed that movie
that was
really?
when that came out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Or Hasselhoff's Nick Fury.
I never saw that.
No.
I never saw that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The Hoff is the only Fury for me. Because I watched it when it came out. Yeah. It was on Fox.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did Fox exist then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fox is
it was like 98.
Fox was like Tracy
Oh,
Ullman
right.
Show and Simpsons.
Oh yeah, but I remember when there was only 3 ABC, CBS, and NBC.
Right.
That was it.
True. Fox started 88, 89 with Simpsons.
Yeah, Tracy Ullman Show.
Well, Simpsons really.
Well, no, The Simpsons started on the Tracy Ullman Show.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it like a quick little thing, and then it?
Yeah. It
and
was
then
like it was just it was like 1 or 2 clips.
Yeah,
like
and then they were like, "Oh, this is cool. Let's give it its own series."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing with a Family Guy. Remember, he made, I think in college, a movie that basically was the seed for Family Guy. Which it consisted of Brian's character and I think it was Peter's character.
Okay.
I think it was just those 2 characters in it. It was about a talking dog and whatever and stuff like that, and it was like whatever. I don't know.
I enjoy Seth MacFarlane's Stalking Sheep.
Yes.
Very much so.
Very much.
Very much so.
We enjoy the sheeps.
Shave. Yeah, shave me.
Shave me.
We can't really retell too much of that.
Yeah,
You're just gonna have to look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Don't break eye contact.
So, I would have to say what brought me back into nerddom was Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were like, watch this.
Yep.
And it took me like 3 attempts to get through the first season.
It's tough.
The first season of Smallville was hard.
Tough.
Hard.
I actually kind of liked the first episode. And then
the first episode's good, but the next few was like,
subsequent we're like, oh,
he lost his powers again. Oh, he lost his powers again. Oh, he lost his powers again.
Yep.
You know.
I
But
wonder who's going to be irradiated with the meteor.
right, but
this
then
week.
it got good, and then Supernatural happened, and then Arrow and all that other stuff, and then I finally got on to Doctor Who, you know, and all that stuff. And
Oh, you
then-
went back and you got into Buffy and Angel. And
yeah, Buffy and Angel around
Yeah.
that time too, and then it's like. I had to like catch up on everything, and then I moved down to Battle Creek and was watching all that stuff. And somebody's like, "Oh, hey, you should go to the Comic-Con with me." And then boom, I fell back into comics.
Yeah.
Really, that was like, and
something
I saw
head over heels.
Yep.
I saw the Green Lantern run of the Blackest Night, which intrigued me because it's all like zombie lanterns almost, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I had went and started collecting the comics. Then I found all the hardcovers, so I bought all of those and read it all. I was like, this is amazing. And then that's when right around the New 52 came out, and then I started. And then that's when I jumped on because they were restarting everything, so it was a great jump on point. And then I just started collecting all over again from there. And then now, you know, just can continue involving the nerddom. Now I play D&D, do a nerd podcast, you know, do nerd videos and stuff like that. And yeah, it's great.
Yep. It's a good time to be alive.
When did you get back into nerddom?
I don't
think
he
I
never
ever
left.
No.
In Syria.
Yeah.
Never left.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Same
always been there.
I always like when I said when I got into playing music and stuff like that. I like to think that I was like, you know, I'm not a nerd, I'm a rocker, but I was always a nerd,
Right.
you know, because like I would still go home and watch Airwolf, you know? Exactly. And my best friend at the time was like, he was dead set on creating like one of those like remote controlled helicopters, just like the Airwolf.
Yes.
He like actually looked up prices on kits, and he was going to collect all the pieces. And this is back in like the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, getting that stuff was like you had to get that stuff out of magazines
Okay.
because we didn't have the internet.
The interwebs.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, so yeah, I guess that's as close to. And he was who I used to play D&D with, and a few other people.
Yeah.
And that was back with like, you know, the old versions in AD&D.
Okay.
You know, when the rules were a lot more rough. So
For those of you out there watching, just a quick thing that popped in my head. If you would like to see us do a live action, maybe one shot of us playing D&D, let us know. Like, put a yes in the comments or
Or if you've got ideas for one.
type in one. The
One
number
idea.
one. Type in the number one in the comments if you would like to see us play D&D.
I just got a message from Chris. Sorry.
Oh, you did you? Is
Yeah.
he watching?
No.
Chris, are you watching? You need to be watching.
You need to be watching. Why aren't you watching?
Chris was away camping, so he could not be. Yeah, we guess we probably haven't addressed why Chris isn't here.
Yeah. What, Chris isn't here? Oh God, where's my son? No, but he just sent a message.
He was
said-
camping away all week. We couldn't play D&D this week.
Yeah, I know, jerk.
But it wasn't just his fault. Aaron was gone too.
Who's your father? He's a terrible person. Anyway, but the point is that he sent a message. Is this basically? Oh, he says he wants to ask a question.
Okay.
Since he can't be here, he's really sorry.
That's his question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his question.
Sorry, you only get one.
Can I
Chris.
ask a question?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Thanks. Thank you, Chris. That was great.
That's a great question.
No, hang on.
No, you can't because that's your question.
No, hang on. It says click here.
Click here.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me click here.
You
Oh,
click-
he made an audio file.
Oh.
So, the Imperial class, one class Star Destroyer, has a length of 1,600 meters.
It won't let me
It
stop.
has a
It's
maximum
locked.
atmospheric speed of 975 kilometers per hour. It is equipped with a KDY Destroyer ion and one ion engines times 3, and a
for the question.
Cygnus Spaceworks Gammon 4 ion engines 4.
So what's the
emergency
question,
use.
Chris?
It's got a hyperdrive rating of class 2, a power plant
Is he
of
just,
solar
like, reading
ionization
Yeah,
reactor.
I don't know.
It's got a two
Chris,
deflector
I'm
shield
gonna have to stop this
generators,
video.
a tractor beam targeting
Chris, what the
system,
hell's that?
targeting system array.
Chris.
Its armament consisted
Chris.
of a Tiam Bax
All right. And it goes on for that. It goes on for 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, dang
well,
it, Chris.
That's That's a
That's
great
all I got to
question.
do.
Yep.
Oh, wow. He had to get it in there somehow.
Yes, he did.
Times 60. Dual heavy turbo.
It's still
laser.
going.
Yeah, it's still going, huh?
Wow. Jeepers. So, yeah, if you don't know, one of Chris's secret nerddom is Imperial Star Destroyers.
It's not secret.
No, it's not.
He
We
wears
talk
it on
about it
his
all the
sleeve.
time.
If you've seen any episode, it would be him. Yeah.
Yeah, because we bring it up and he's like, "Oh," and then we always cut him off. So
Yep.
he got it in. Okay, good for you.
Talking
Chris.
about Star Wars, we were talking about Swamp Thing, the Eclipse class Star Destroyer, whatever.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, I don't bring up like the obvious ones like Star Wars and stuff like that because I mean. We've talked about that on the show that we're huge fans and of everything, and but yeah, I'm just talking, talk about stuff that we haven't.
Do you have a life-size stormtrooper at home?
No.
You're not as good as Chris.
I never said I was.
Yep.
He's got 3 helmets. No, he's got 4 helmets. He's got 1 full.
That's great. Wow. It's not a competition.
Well, no, because he's killing it.
Yeah, it's not.
He's walked downtown as a stormtrooper during Venetian.
Oh,
Allegedly.
And he also,
Allegedly.
and he also just posted that he just made it home.
Oh, okay, he just made it home. Yay, Chris.
So, anyway, sorry.
So let's talk about some current stuff that we're into that we don't normally talk about. I mean, we've all mentioned, you're huge into horror movies. We're all, we yeah.
You
like,
looked at me.
No.
You're into horror movies.
I'm just trying to think about stuff that stuff that we've talked about like Arrowverse and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
are you still keeping up on Doctor Who and everything?
Not so much because they're really not having anything new.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the new season
they're
has
taking
started.
like an entire year and a half off. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what are some other stuff like nerd wise that we're all into right now?
Nerd wise,
That we haven't talked about.
D&D.
Yeah, we're heavy into
Yeah.
D&D right now.
I mean, hell, we're playing two separate games. I have 2 separate characters. I have 5 backup characters.
I have like 20.
Do you really? Oh God. Okay, I thought I was bad.
Well, I see. Before we started playing, that's all I did was create characters, so like I could get a feel of how to make a character and like what each class did and everything like that. So
Yeah.
We're pretty heavy into Netflix Dark.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
now,
you mentioned that
we
to me.
rewatched season 1, and then we're starting to watch season 2 right now. We watched 3 episodes in one night.
Nice.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's so good.
Right
Like,
on.
The writing and the everything about it is so next level,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's because it doesn't have the U.S. mentality because it's German.
Right.
It's a little bit more educated.
Okay.
I know we've talked about some things, finding something where you have to sort of read in between the lines to get what's going on,
Right.
instead of you're just shown this.
Okay.
I know we've talked
Like
about
let the imagination.
yeah, exactly.
Sometimes that's better.
Exactly.
Like you let people just imagine like what happened. Like, oh my God, they're not going to show us what happened. What do you think happened? And then that's a talking point for people to talk about when they talk about the show.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that'll happen once I watch
I
it.
hope so. It's so good.
Let's see, a show that I've watched since it came out, and it's in its final season. It may be done now. I need to catch up on the episodes, but is iZombie. I really dig that show. I find it great.
Okay.
It was a comic book. It was a Vertigo book. It was basically zombie virus breaks out, but zombies can pass as human as long as they're keeping eating brains.
Okay.
They don't go hungry. Once they go hungry, then they're like the normal like zombies like we know about. But they can't pass. I mean, that they're zombies because they look albino, white hair, white skin, real pale, and everything. But when they eat the brains, they can see memories of the people the brains that they eat, and they take on personality traits of that person. So one of the ladies who turns into a zombie, she works for the coroner, and
so that's a
'cause
really
she,
easy
yeah,
way
to
to
keep brains. But then she ends up getting these flashes from their memories, and she helps solve the murders because a lot of them are murder victims and stuff like that. It's really cool, and plus the actress is really good. Like for her to do all these different characters, basically.
Yeah.
Like she was a frat boy one episode, she was an old man another episode. Like it's hilarious.
Do the personalities go away after a while?
Yeah. Once you're done with that brain, then they go away. But while you're eating that brain, you keep them. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
Some current stuff that you're into, George, other than D&D and stuff.
Well, the funny thing is kind of hard because like I'm getting back into things that I've recently that I used to watch.
Okay.
Stargate.
Okay.
SG-1 is a big show I love.
I never watched that.
Well, it's like that's again one of those things. It's like if you've ever watched the movie, it's nothing like the movie. And after the series went off the air, they wanted to. They've been going back and forth about rebooting a new movie. Like
oh, really?
A reimagining of whatever that wouldn't really even go up with the original movie or the series. And then, but they've been going back and forth because there's a lot of people that said, well, we've already established 12 plus years of this series. The series universe or whatever. So I don't know, but I've gone back and watched those.
Nice.
Again, just kind of like rehashing old stuff that I haven't seen in a while. Like The Man from Atlantis was one I've been looking up episodes because I haven't seen that in since I was a kid. I wanted to start watching those again. So it's kind of like for me, it's just kind of a nostalgic walk through my geeky history.
Say hi to Gizmo. Say hi, Gizmo. Thank you. Right. There's nothing wrong with that. And Mike agreed with me. iZombie is great. So if you get a chance,
I couldn't get into it.
Oh.
I just whatever. It's
fair enough.
Well, because I'm sorry, but the eating brains and getting the memories was two warm bodies for me.
Right. Well, but warm bodies didn't really do that.
Yeah, they did.
The memories and stuff of
Yeah,
warm
they did.
bodies. Did
Yes,
they?
they did.
Oh, I don't remember.
The movie, yeah. If he ate the guy, the girl he was trying to that he fell for or whatever, he attacked and killed her boyfriend and was getting his memories, but also falling in love with her because of whatever.
Well, Warm Bodies stole that from iZombie because it was a comic first before the show.
Oh, well,
so,
maybe.
Boom.
Well, I think I don't know. It was a book before it was a.
Warm Bodies was?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll have to look up and see which came first. Gizmo, no, you're not going on the table. You can sit here. That's fine. All right. So, sorry, was there other?
I was gonna say we need to get him a sweater. He needs to be like the mascot for like the Fat Irish
we
Nerd.
need to get a Fat Irish Nerd sweater made for him.
Yes, exactly.
Right, buddy?
Or a little green top hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm down with that. No, you can't go on
How
the
do we get the
table.
monocle to stay on?
Monocle.
I'm just
Where does
coming
the
up with
monocle
stuff.
come from? I don't
No,
I don't understand.
What about the shillelagh? Where are we
There
gonna
you
put
go.
the shillelagh?
I know where we can put the shillelagh.
Anyway. All right, buddy. I'm going to put you down.
You're short.
And
Your
your
belly
mo-
button sticks out too far.
And
You're a terrible burden on your poor
mother.
father.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, father. Okay, I get it now.
Wow.
So now the next part I want to get into is some secret shames of nerddom that you guys necessarily haven't talked about or are embarrassed to talk about.
Well, it's not embarrassed. It just never comes up, and
Right.
it's like, you kind of look back at going, man, what the hell was I thinking?
Right?
I used to watch Strawberry Shortcake all the time.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to
like
laugh.
when I was when I was young, like little. Yeah, Strawberry Shortcake. Like,
Okay.
I was sick from school one day,
Sorry.
and all I wanted, like, they had a Strawberry Shortcake movie.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like, because that was, they had Master of the Universe movie come out, and then this Transformers movie come out. I'm pretty sure they made probably animated.
They made movies of those.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
Care Bears movie.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty sure my mom rented that and like left me home because that was back in the time. Your kid's sick at home. You got to work. He's just gonna sit around all day. Just leave him at home.
Right.
Pop
in a
back
movie.
before safety.
Right. Yeah.
Safety.
So
Pop in a movie.
Seat belts and like 100-pound TVs sitting on a TV tray.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Strawberry Shortcake.
Strawberry Shortcake. George?
I really don't don't have. I really can't think of anything that I'm. Gosh, I can't think of anything. I used to fight my brother, and I used to fight my brother for the fact when I was like 10 and he was like 7. He had a pair of pajamas I wanted. They were like the footsie pajamas, and they were Wonder Woman.
Footy Wonder Woman pajamas.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the only thing he could find in his size. I had a Superman one, and he had Wonder Woman. It's like, she's a hero too, and stuff like that. And I was angry because, like, at the time, I liked Wonder Woman. I thought Wonder Woman was a cool character, or whatever. But I didn't really consider that a shameful thing.
No,
Okay,
no,
fair
it's
enough.
not.
At the time?
No.
Just
No.
no.
It's not really shameful. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
like I said.
I used to like to play with Barbies. Does that how it count? I don't know. I can't think.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a Barbie.
No,
I know.
I didn't have a Barbie, but I used to have cousins that lived in TC, and whenever we went to go visit them, I'd say, "Hi, how you doing?" and go straight to their basement and play with their dollhouse.
Nice.
And the girls, and my dad hated it. My dad was like, "You can't be doing that. You need to like football and stuff like that." I'm like,
I do like football, but I also like
so I
playing
just
with
went to him
Barbies.
and I said, "Well,
There you go. Yeah.
no, it's like no, I love playing with Barbies, but I wasn't allowed to have them.
Yep.
So I
Right.
love to go visit my cousins."
It was forbidden.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can't think of other than that. There's really nothing.
Okay. I have seen every episode almost 3 times over now of Glee. Yeah. No, I mean,
No.
I was, okay, I was in performing arts and
Yeah.
stuff, I was in school and everything, and I love musicals. I'm not ashamed to say that. Musicals are great. But, so that's what got me, was the music, and it's the way that they did some of the songs, the mashups and everything.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. Plus, the chicks were hot. So, it helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never seen
Okay.
it.
That's
Never
that.
seen Glee.
I never. No.
It's. I mean, it's not on anymore, and 2 of the people are dead from the show. One guy OD'd, and the other guy killed himself because he was going to go to jail for child pornography.
You sure that's not a Disney show?
Well, it was on. Well, I mean, it was on Fox, and Disney owns Fox now.
So technically,
Technically,
Yeah.
now this is not really shame, but not. I watch Riverdale. Keep up on that.
It's a good show.
It is a good. See, aha!
It's a good show.
okay. What?
Riverdale's good.
It's really it's different. Because it goes into musical numbers sometimes, and it's very dramatic.
And and they try to be dark. And
Yeah, but
stuff
I
like
used to
that.
read the comics, like they
Oh,
had
Archie
the,
comics.
the
Yeah, yeah.
Archie book comics and whatnot. I used to read them, and I didn't really get into it. I didn't really get it. But the funny thing is after watching the series, I finally get those old comics.
Hey, it works.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was a kid, and they were all talking about girls and stuff like that. It's like, girls are icky and whatever. Until they weren't icky anymore. So I thought it was a good show.
Right on. I like it. I like it.
They just finished their 3rd season.
Yeah, I've only watched halfway through it. I have the 3rd season, but it's good. They're playing this game in the 3rd season called Griffins and Gargoyles, G&G.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, it's not a complete like it's D&D, but like it's
But I have gone out in the
Hints
woods
toward
and
it.
drank poison before. So
right.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
so.
So
Hidden a bomb shelter.
but it's good. I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for something that's deplorable.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying secret
Nothing?
stuff I don't really talk about.
Did you have like Captain Marvel underoos?
No.
Nothing.
No. No.
Did you used to lick the strawberry shortcake dolls because they smell like strawberries?
Possibly. That's what he's thinking.
I'm thinking probably like yeah.
Well,
There's
that's
a lot of scratch and sniff stickers and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that came out in the 80s. So.
I learned about strawberry shortcake when a girl at school brought her strawberry shortcake doll in, and they had the smell on them. And
She looks over, just
and
the feet are sticking out.
it was funny. She kept on going like this, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And Then she just stuck it in my face. I'm like, what the hell? Oh,
That's nice.
Yeah, and then I was like,
Yeah, you're not
strawberry
getting this
shortcake, and
back.
yeah, exactly.
Give me.
Chewy plastic.
Yeah. No, okay. My.
Oh, do you know what a brony is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that bad? Because I'm a brony.
You're a brony.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
You owe money. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my
Nothing that there's anything wrong with being a brony.
No.
But
my
just not-
fandom of Master of the Universe didn't stop. It went into She-Ra. I had She-Ra.
Did you really?
I had her Nemesis. I had the Nemesis's like horse. Like I had
Nice.
everything.
Oh, okay.
Hordak.
You see, the thing is, it's like short of Star Wars, I wasn't allowed to have female dolls. And like the She-Ra doll back in my day had hair, like actual hair. No, maybe that was later. But yeah, they had the She-Ra dolls and stuff like that. I had He-Man. I had a couple, 3 other the figures. None of them Skeletor. But yeah, it's like I just never had the but they were cool dolls. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with them.
no, nothing wrong with that
You
at all.
couldn't take the clothes off.
Yeah, you could.
Not without a marker.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Now, see, I'm trying to remember. I did have, for whatever reason, I don't remember. Like I said, the one Barbie, like I did have a Barbie, but I think a redeeming factor. It was like a pink nightie edition Barbie.
Really?
Like
Okay.
like that. Like yeah, I don't remember how the hell I got
Yes.
this, but I can remember like just a pink like shirt dress. Like
Yeah.
nightie.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
You inherited it or something?
I don't
Went to
think
go visit-
so.
Went to go visit your cousins and stole
Probably
it?
like she got my G.I. Joe and I got her Barbie or something. I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't know.
I mean, there was Barbies in the house when I was a kid, but I had 3 sisters, so
There you go. You had an excuse.
yeah. So
I'm an only child.
I think I did probably play with them a little bit because they were there.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
so you had a good rounded childhood.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a good rounded childhood. Any other nerddoms of ours that we haven't talked about? We want to talk about.
No, I don't know.
Do you ever dress up your dog?
I get. Stop it.
He's starting to tell too much.
Yeah.
Stop it.
We don't speak of this. Well, a Batman T-shirt that Boots had bought, which is way
For
too
your
small.
dog?
Yeah, I put
Okay.
that on him. It was way too small. I did buy him a Batman cape, which he wore all the time after he had his surgery
Oh.
because he had that shirt on to cover up his scar, and then I put the cape over it so that if he tried to scratch it, he would hit the cape.
Yeah, but that's
first.
functional.
Yeah. So
There you go.
after that, no. I did find the cape the other day and put it on him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it doesn't have the string to tie around the body, so he can't run around with it. I gotta fix it or buy a new one.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that would be the question. Is there a shameful nerddom you want to get into?
Ooh, that is a good question. Not shameful.
Yeah.
No.
Or questionable? Like
Questionable?
not out of the ordinary.
Well, I mean, I hear that donning like making yourself look like a Muppet and then like hanging out with other people that do the same thing. Like, well, there's a name for it. A furry.
That's
I think that seems like it's got some benefits to it. No,
you took this in a weird direction.
I always take.
I
Well,
know
here's
you
the
do.
thing. It's like, speaking of furries,
Yep.
never going to be a furry, but I am intrigued.
Never
with-
gonna yiff you up.
I am. Yes, but I am intrigued with the guys that make the masks.
Oh, yeah.
where the mouths move and all that stuff.
Yep.
They're like, I guess they're mostly furries that make the stuff, but
Like
it's
Planet,
really kind of cool.
Planet
Yeah.
of the Apes.
No, like
No.
I saw a guy that had a polar bear head
Nice.
mask,
Uh-huh.
and the mouth moved and the ears moved,
Huh.
and without hands. I mean, there's
That's
stuff you're
cool.
doing in the thing. And it's like, and that intrigues me. But yeah,
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like on like make Instructables.
Yeah.
Instructables.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that site. I haven't been there in years.
I think that's where I learned how to make Abba's TARDIS. That one.
Nice. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
no.
I've been buying Magic cards.
He has.
For the last 3 months.
I can't get into that either.
I played Magic a little bit when I was younger.
No.
That was it. I didn't really get into it too much. I didn't buy any cards. Mostly just played with a guy at work, and then David Hamilton brought it over once.
Oh, that's cool.
And we played. I dabbled a little bit with Yu-Gi-Oh, mostly because of my friends at Cadillac. I would have kept playing. It seemed interesting, but nobody up here plays it, so it's like,
Which
Now-
one?
Is
no.
Yu-Gi-Oh the one with the card thing on the forearm? There's a card.
Oh yeah, they had that card display thing that
Yeah.
you put on your arm. I think that.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think
or
it is
the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Naruto?
I have no. That might
No, it's
be
Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm pretty sure it's
I have
Yu-Gi-Oh.
no idea.
I'm-
That I can tell you
Because my son wanted that for Christmas one year, and
Okay.
it was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine because at the time he was pretty small, so it's like he'd be like, "Yeah, and here's
You're gonna grow into it.
you grow into it."
You better. This thing cost me $50.
I want to start collecting troll dolls, but the old ones, the
Right.
ones that are just like the little plastic ones with the fluffy hair.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm not talking about not the bigger ones that are
Yeah.
stuffies and stuff like that. I'm talking about the little plastic
Hard
ones.
plastic,
like the
yeah.
one from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Right on.
So
Awesome.
I don't know.
Right on.
I've revealed too much.
And on that note,
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's all I got. So, thank you for joining us on this little dive down memory lane and revealing more of our nerddom.
And if you do have any comments or suggestions for a one-off of D&D,
We are more than happy
Yeah,
to
please.
listen
Yeah.
to it.
give us some ideas.
Some ideas of something you want. Like if you have an idea of a character that one of us should play, that would be cool. Something like that. Any topics or stuff that you want us to talk about in future episodes, that'd be awesome too. You can follow us on Twitter at Fat Irish Nerd Pod? Yeah, Fat Irish Nerd Pod. You can follow Boots at Boots the Man. Follow me at Irish Key 7, and you can follow George at Jorge
Just
El
Jorge
Grande.
El Grande.
I don't know if Chris has a Twitters.
No.
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 We always mention the Twitters when he's not here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, listen to the podcast at podcastgarden.com/podcast/Fat Irish Nerd, or on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher Radio app.
Or Google Plus.
No.
No.
And also, if you do listen to the podcast, give us a review too.
leave a review,
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
And check us out on our MySpace page.
No.
Sorry.
No.
No.
Our Tinder,
No.
our Tinder swipe right
No.
Or Grindr.
left. I don't know.
Left's
what the-
bad, right?
You can check out Boots' Grinder.
Yeah. What's
No,
a
no.
grinder and how do I get
Yeah,
one?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Stop,
meat
stop.
grinder.
Stop.
Oh.
No. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Boots and I are gonna start a little video series coming up here soon. Where we're gonna review comics. We're gonna put it on the YouTube's
Cool.
channel. That's also, we have if you want to watch the live videos again, you can.
If you can't get enough of us,
right.
if this doesn't fill you up, go on to YouTube. You can get
Yeah,
a little
you
bit
can watch
more.
it on YouTube, or you can watch it on the Facebook page.
If you want
as well.
leftovers, it tastes just as good the first time.
Yeah, you can watch that. We
Tastes
also have
even
a.
better.
We also have.
Add cheese.
Yeah.
We also have other videos on YouTube as well. You can check it out. The Splash Page Productions page. We probably should have changed the name to something else because we were going to create a production company.
No,
we
I
should have
think-
just left it as the Fat Irish Nerd
We can
Pod
change it
Experience.
back if you
Can
want
we?
to. Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
I've tried to figure it out, but we can't. Maybe
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you can look it up under Splash Page Productions.
Yep.
Um,
And also one thing to note, my wife,
Yes.
my wife is part part of a band that put out a new album today. I think it came out. The band name is Stardust for Jennifer, and the album is Ghosts. If you get a chance, go check it out. We are going to be getting some free download cards. But if you give it a listen, or if you're inclined, give it a purchase. It's $9.99 on iTunes, or I think he said there was like 400 different areas that you can get this album. So I'm excited to listen to it. I'm going to purchase it and go home and play it on my sound system.
Yeah, and you can also his wife also has a Facebook page for her photography.
Yep.
Called The Restless Introvert. Check that out. Give it a like. Great pictures.
Yep.
Amazing stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Boots and I will be doing a video series where we'll review comics. If there's other like video type stuff you want us to do or whatever, just let us know. We're open to anything. We just, it's not that we don't have ideas. It's just we want to do stuff that you would like to see. We know a lot of stuff we do is stuff that we like, but if you're gonna watch it, we want to do stuff that you like. So,
like if you think we're boring,
let us
give
know.
us an idea. Like we're only doing what we want to do. We want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like give us something to do. Like how do you guys cure beef? Well, we can do that for you. We'll go through my process.
You can do that.
Okay, I'll go through my process of how I cure my beef. It's
not
normally
right,
a quarter
not,
slab.
No, not right now.
You guys want to do the comic thing. I really want to do a nerd cooking show.
Cooking show.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do
yeah.
it.
I think.
Let's
I
do
wanna be
it.
part of that too.
Let's do it.
Because I think that'd be fun.
Yep.
Just to, just how to make a pizza bagel and like.
Yeah, let's do
A
it.
very secret way of making a pizza bagel.
Very
correctly.
Exactly.
And then to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very secret.
Exactly.
Yep. So give us ideas. We're always interested to hear what our fan base.
Yeah, and we'll give you the book that we're going to review first on the video thing. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Give them so that they have a chance to read it themselves,
I
so
think
they
so.
can have their opinions.
Yep.
We're going to be reviewing the DC Elseworlds. That's our theme. We're going to be reviewing the DC Elseworlds graphic novel of Kingdom Come.
Mm-hmm.
One of Boots' favorites.
Possibly the greatest piece of
Comic
art and
story and so,
everything about it is just like
we don't want to go too much into that right now.
Going hard.
I know.
Going hard in the paint.
I've read it as well already, but we're both going to give it a reread, and then we're going to sit down and we'll record it and we'll give our review. So if you guys want to read it, go ahead. Not just because we're going to review it, but just because it's an awesome book.
Yep.
So that's DC Comics Elseworlds Kingdom Come. It's awesome. So George, you got anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. Well, this has been the Fat Irish Nerd Podcast live 50th episode for this week. I have been Keith Patrick.
I've been Jorge Grande.
And I am, and forever will be Boots.
Take it easy.